So the other day, I was on the Maury show. Now, for younger people out there that might not know what the Maury show is, it's basically like Jerry Springer. Actually, that's an even more dated reference. That won't help you at all. It's just really garbage daytime TV slop. If you have like a mom, you've probably seen it, or I don't know, maybe a babysitter. You've probably watched it with a babysitter at some point. So yeah, but my ex girlfriend, she brought me on the Maury Povich show. Like she called me up, and she was basically like, "I'm really sick of you denying my three children." She said our three children. I'm not going to say that. I'm sick of you denying our three children for like 9 years. I'm getting really fucking sick and tired of it. And essentially, she wanted all that normal bullshit. She wanted the paternity test, and because she's a paranoid fucking bitch, she made me take a lie detector test as well. Next thing is when I get there, or I drive all the way to like Connecticut for this shit. Like I thought that was a fake fucking state. That's not even a real state. Who lives in Connecticut? That's like a tax haven state or something. No one actually lives there. It's probably why they filmed the Maury Povich show there, for like tax reasons. But I get there, I get to the studio, I walk past like where they film like the Steve Wilkos show, and you know the Steve Wilkos show is great. You know I love the Steve Wilkos show. But as soon as I show up to the Maury studio, I'm like getting swarmed by producers talking about contracts and shit. They're like trying to take like my DNA samples, like they're giving me like the swab treatment, and like they wanted my hair and like my fingerprints, like the works. Like it was fucking weird. It was like I was at a police station or something. And it got even worse when, you know, we finally got in the room and they hooked me up to the fucking polygraph machine. Asked me a bunch of dumbass questions like, do you think this dumb bitch's child is yours? How many times did you sleep with this dumb slut? How many times did you sleep with that other dumb slut? And I'm just like, I didn't do any of that shit, man. Not like, no, I don't think those kids are mine. I didn't sleep with nobody. Like, I'm not no fucking cheater. Like, just deny. Alright, you know how it goes, alright? And everyone knows, like, if you've seen the Maury show, you know that's just the meta. That's just how you do things. You don't, like, even if you are cheating, you don't go like, oh yeah, I totally did that shit. Get out of here. And by this point, I'm fucking, like, exhausted, right? Because, like, they spent a long time asking those questions. They asked me the same ones, like, over and over again. Like, probably, like, 10, 20 times. Like, it was fucking ridiculous. They kept me in that room for a long time. Like, I was sweaty. Like, I was sweaty by the time, like, it was over. Like, they really try to make you feel bad, too. Like, they really guilt trip you during that shit. It's not fair. It's not fair. And I smoked a fat blunt with, like, one of the producers outside the studio as well. So, like, apparently that's supposed to, like, affect the results. And you're not, like, supposed to do that. But I'm not really taking this seriously. I really don't give a shit about the lie detector. I'm just here for the paternity test so I can make this dumb cunt fuck off out of my life. So we go to the next room and film the introduction video, right? And if you've seen Maury, you know the introduction videos. They're pretty iconic. You know, they zazz it all up to, you know, make everything seem really exciting and as if it's not like super boring. And you get to present your side of the case, and they'll sensationalize it and make you out to be, you know, the villain, or at least that's what they did with me, because, you know, I'm a man and the Maury show hates men. But that's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. You've seen Maury. You know how it is. All right. You hate men. They walk on the stage. You boo them. And I get on stage and they boo the shit out of me, dude. They hated me. They hated my introduction video where, you know, I talk about my dumb slut ex-girlfriend and how she sucked every cock on the block. All right. You know, the works. The works. All right. I gave them a show. I'm a showman. When I go out in public, I tell people I'm a showman. And I gave people a show on stage too. Like me and the ex-girlfriend, like we were duking it out for a few minutes there. It got heated, but you know that's what you're supposed to do. It's all for the show, baby. And you know, Maury's like trying to like jab us, be like, come on, we need the footage. Come on, like just a few more minutes of fighting, just a few more. And that's the part they always like cut out of the edit, because like you can't just break the fourth wall like that. Even though is there really much of a fourth wall on a show like that? I don't know. Seems kind of silly to me. Jerry Springer said fuck that shit. He involved the audience. The audience was very involved in that show. We love the audience of the Jerry Springer show. But yeah, I'm just like trying to explain to Maury at this point that like I got this lunch reservation at noon at this local place because I knew I was coming here, so I decided I'd get a reservation for lunch. And that lie detector that you made me take took like a long fucking time. Okay, probably like an hour, like 3 hours. Okay, that was bullshit. And I really want to go get lunch. So I'm going to go do that as soon as you read the results of the paternity test. That's all I'm here for. I just want the results of the paternity test. And that's when he says, the results are in, baby. The results are in. Alright, and I've got my nice outfit on, you know. I got my baggy pants. I'm ready to fucking hit the gritty on this shit, you know. You gotta put on a show when you're the villain, you know. You gotta start dancing when, you know, you're not the father. You're not the father. You're not the father. But anyway, the results come back. And he reads the results. Maury does. Not me. I'm he. Maury reads the results. And he says, for the results of Kid 1, I'm not gonna dox them like the Maury show does. Alright? I'm not a doxer. I'm not gonna dox children. That's fucked up. You're fucked up, Maury. Why would you put the real name of the child there with their face and everything? Like, the kids at school are probably all gonna make fun of them when they see that shit. On God. So the results of Kid 1, and they say, you are the father. And then they get to Kid 2, and he says, you're the father of that one too. And you know, they get to Kid 3, and I'm just like, no, I don't want to be here anymore. And he says, you are the father. On all three, he said, I'm the father. And you know, that's a bunch of bullshit. I was wearing a condom every time. Okay? That's bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. And that's exactly what I said to him as I stormed out of the fucking stage and the studio. Because, like, I'm not really interested in anything else. I got hounded by, like, a bunch of producers outside yelling about how I'm breaking contract. And I'm like, I got what I wanted out of this. And guess what? I didn't even get what I wanted out of this. I'm the fucking father now, according to you people. And now this bitch is going to come running asking me for child support. I'm not going to pay a dime in child support, okay? Fuck that. So, that's never happening. And that's still not happening today, thankfully. But yeah, after that, you know, I kind of... And I went to my lunch reservation, and I had a delicious lunch. It was great. And I decided, you know, I feel a little bit bad about, like, how I stormed out of the studio like that. So I decided to come back, just see how everything was holding up now that I'd gotten some food in me, like I said I was going to do, because I had that reservation for noon. This is a strict reservation, okay? You don't want to fuck up with this place. All right. I might come back. Like I might come back. It was that good. I'm glad I set up that reservation and I made it early by like 30 minutes. So I'm trying to be like the good guy, all right? I'm trying to be like the good guy. I'm coming back. I'm taking responsibility for my actions, okay? Yeah, I fucked up. I acted like a jackass, okay? That was me. But listen, I needed that lunch and they made me sit through that fucking lie detector. I'm still mad about that. I'm still mad about the fucking lie detector. That was bullshit. But anyway, as soon as I get here, I'm immediately hounded by fucking Sandra. That's my ex-girlfriend. If the show gets to dox her, I can too. So Sandra, fuck you, Sandra. I hate you. And she goes talking a bunch of bullshit about the fucking lie detector this and how I cheated on her like 5 bajillion times. And I'm just like, bitch, I don't care. We're not dating anyway. Go away. She just like kept yelling at me. Like I was trying to like drive like through the parking lot and shit, and she was like blocking me off to keep yelling at me. Like that's some bullshit. That's gotta be illegal, right? That's gotta be illegal. So yeah, needless to say, things got heated, and I really didn't want to spend any more time at this place than I needed to. I kind of just wanted to get the fuck out of Dodge. So I got out there and headed back to my place in Philly. And that's where I live. I live in Philly. And that's where things ended off 1 month ago. I might have started this off by saying the other day. I probably should have said the other month. So now that takes us to the other day, where I get a phone call from the Maury show. And they call me up saying, like in a very serious tone too, saying like, we need to ask you some more questions. And they give me a different Stamford, Connecticut address. So I'm just like, okay, maybe that's like a different studio, I guess. You know, maybe that's where they're moving the Steve Wilkos show to or something. You know, they're bringing that, like they're just moving. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know how show business works. I don't really read a lot of books or really watch that much TV. I'm kind of just always doing my own thing, working. But I show back up to Maury, and they hook me back up to the fucking polygraph, man. I hate this fucking thing. I hate this fucking polygraph. Like, I just showed up because, like, I felt bad about last time. And you know, I didn't really get to apologize because, like, I was getting hounded by Sandra. Fuck you, Sandra. And, you know, the Maury show is just asking, like, even weirder questions than last time. Like, this is not, like, standard Maury fare. They're asking me shit like what did I do to Sandra? Where is she? Where did I bury her body? Like, this is some true crime shit. They're acting like I fucking murdered her or something. Alright, so, like, confused as shit. I'm like, okay, guys, what the fuck is the deal here? What's going on? Can you explain that to me? And they're like, well, we know that Sandra has been missing for a month. Ever since that Maury show that you were at. And the last person to see her alive was you. You know, scary shit. Like, they're trying to put the fear of God in me or something. Like, okay, funny prank Maury show. Like, can we cut the act here? Like, what are we really here for? This can't be real. And they're like, this is real as fuck, you dipshit. We're the police. You walked into a police station. This is an interrogation room. Now I'm like, whoa. Hey. I don't want nothing to do with you guys. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. And they're like, okay, sir, you're free to leave. And I'm like, Wait, seriously? Like, I was free to just walk out the whole time? Like, I didn't even have to be here? Like, I didn't have to, like, even answer that call? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, I fucking love the police, dude. Holy shit. Like, I just fucking walked out of there. I may have gotten a coffee from the coffee machine just cuz. Fuck them. Maybe a donut from the donut box. That was some pretty scary shit. But, like, if anyone has any info on what happened to Sandra and can, like, DM me on Instagram or, like, leave it in the comments. Leave your speculation in the comments, too. Leave lots and lots of comments. Like the video, subscribe if you know you like hearing about my life. You know, there's gonna be lots more coming. There's gonna be lots more coming to this channel. Hopefully, you know, no more Maury stories. That shit was horrible. But you know what wasn't horrible? When I got out of the police station, I looked across the street and I noticed that there was a group of Girl Scouts selling cookies. And I love me some Girl Scout cookies. I get over there and I noticed one of the girls actually has an uncanny resemblance to one of the girls that the Maury show said was my daughter. And I look her in the eye and I ask, "Ma'am, could I please get one box of Thin Mints?" And she was like, "Yes, sir. That'll be $6. Thank you. Have a nice day." And I ate that whole box of Thin Mints on the way home. True story.